2, 1, hello everyone! How's it going? I've been a little distant from posting here and there occasionally because I've hit a moment in my life. It's like even hard for me to say. So, I failed my clinical trial. Failure. I have failed, and it got me a little scared to like share it because failing is never fun, especially when it's in big ways. Failed miserably, and it's translated over into my life now where I fail constantly. Like a British accent, I just fail. Okay, so failed my clinical trial, which means that I have to go off of nivolumab. I don't want to talk about the past because it brings up emotions. Breakups are hard. I first started nivolumab, I was really sick and I had all these tumors. After you see the initial reaction that you have to the drug, it sort of has been seen that it's plateaued after that. I just had no activity, like growth here and there, but then it would shrink down because I kept getting the nivolumab. But then I had a bunch of inflammation, and the study saw that as the nivolumab wasn't working anymore, or my body was reacting negatively to the nivolumab, they decided to take me off of the drug. They did not specifically say I failed the clinical trial, but in my mind, I failed the clinical trial. Only because it was going well, and then I wasn't doing well anymore. You know what I mean? Like, my body has failed again, which is all like relative because it's actually, the things that I have inside of me are only like 2 centimeters or something like that, which is the size of like a penny. Not even. Really small. They're very tiny. Now I'm off the drug. I have been for like a month now. I'm feeling good. It just like brought up a lot of emotion, and it reminded me that I still have cancer, basically. At the end of the day, it was just like, you still are sick. And sometimes, even though I like to try to forget about it, it's like, it's still there. And now we're back to this feeling. We're back at it. We're just taking it day by day, failing forward. That's what I've learned, getting back into this mindset of nothing matters.
Nothing matters.
In the end, it's being present, being here. I feel like immunotherapy has been a really odd thing for me to connect with people on because it's so new and it's individual, and also it's just different than anything that I've ever heard of or dealt with. If you have an immunotherapy story or someone that you know that's going on immunotherapy or has been in immunotherapy, let me know. It'd be cool to talk about that. Just to connect on that and see other people's experience. Like, do you feel like you're a different person? Do you feel like growing up in an immunotherapy world has been forever changing? Anyway, being sick is just a state of mind. It's your body's reaction to the world that you live in for one reason or another, and being able to adapt to that or overcome that in some way, either physically or mentally, is fucking awesome. So stay fucking sick and keep doing what you're doing. It's the hardest thing that you'll ever have to do, and only a couple of people will maybe understand.